Good morning, happy Easter. I am Anthony Bochum, the Vicar General of our congregation. In the last week, I had the opportunity to visit two units, Angola Mission and the province of Namibia. I had the opportunity to know the reality of the mission in these two countries. I was so happy to meet oblates there and also many lay associates and the young close to oblates. I would like to say thank you for all the meetings, for welcoming, for great hospitality I received there. You are in my prayer.
Hola a todos, muy felices Pascuas. Soy el padre Jorge Lorgati, consejero general para América Latina de los Oblatos de María Inmaculada. Tuve la alegría de visitar en el último mes la tierra de Lesoto, el reino de Lesoto. La tierra para nosotros los Oblatos, Tierra Santa, como decía, ya que allí estuvo misionando nuestro beato José Gerard. Ha sido una experiencia maravillosa porque el encuentro con los oblatos y especialmente con la gente que allí están me ha hecho revivir tantas cosas que había leído sobre ese país. Es difícil entender la historia de Lesoto sin entender la historia de los oblatos. Es como que van juntas. Cuando nos hablaban del rey Masuto, no recuerdo el nombre, nos hablaban justamente de ese encuentro con Gerard. Y ha sido verdaderamente un momento de gracia para ese pueblo encontrarse con el beato José Gerard, uno que buscaba la paz y algo que también querían ellos. Por eso les deseo a todos muy felices Pascuas. Le agradezco por el recibimiento que he tenido y también rezo por ustedes para que sigan creciendo en su misionalidad. Alabado sea Jesucristo y María Inmaculada.
Hello, my name is Father Henricus Asodo Istoyo. I'm the Assistant General for Formation for the Missionary Oblate of Mary Immaculate. Recently, I visited Madagascar, one of the units in Africa-Madagascar region. I spent there almost 15 days. My first impression was that I was well received by the oblates. My feelings as a brother among oblate brothers, we are really one in one family. The country was beautiful. The people is very hospitable. Despite of the difficulties of transport and very tiring and little bit really not easy for me, challenging, but once we encounter the people, we are so happy. I personally felt the joy to be part of the people in Madagascar with the oblates in their missionary zeal. They are close to the people. They serve the poor among the poor. So I am very grateful to be in Madagascar, and I would like to continue to pray for them, and I would like to encourage always the oblates to stay close to the people and serving and bringing the good news and journeying with the people in the faith. Thank you very much.
Bonjour, je suis le Père Chicho, le supérieur général. Et pendant la visite à la région de l'Afrique-Madagascar, j'ai visité le Congo, la République démocratique du Congo. J'ai visité la plupart des communautés, malheureusement, je ne suis pas allé à les communautés plus lointaines, mais j'avais une réunion avec les confrères. Moi, je suis content de ce que j'ai vu, découvert, surtout la mission des oblats auprès les plus pauvres, que nous avons dans beaucoup de communautés. Et aussi, j'ai la joie de me réunir aussi avec les laïcs associés et la jeunesse oblate. J'étais très content que j'ai vu que petit à petit au Congo, mais on développe ça. Et je voudrais dire quelques petits mots sur le Sénégal. Nous avons participé là-bas dans la session conjointe, mais au matin, nous avons fait aussi l'expérience de partager avec les laïcs associés du Sénégal et la jeunesse oblate. Et nous avons commencé aussi avec la célébration de Dimanche de Ramon. C'était pour nous une joie de voir la vitalité, la joie de la délégation du Sénégal qui a bien préparé cette réunion, la session conjointe. Et aussi, On peut dire que nous sommes très contents aussi de ce que nous avons vécu avec tous les supérieurs des unités de la région de l'Afrique-Madagascar. Merci beaucoup.
Hello, I'm Jim Brobst, member of the General Administration and General Counselor for Canada and the United States. Last month I had the privilege of spending about 2.5 weeks visiting the OMI South Africa province. And I went from Johannesburg to Cape Town and Durban and Sadar, though not necessarily in that order. And I had the privilege of being with a number of different oblates. And so certainly thanks to Father Zweli, the provincial, for accompanying me there, Bishop Sylvester David for his hosting me in Cape Town at the end of the trip, and also to the many oblates I met. I really was able to witness your own dedication to a number of different things. Certainly the history of accompanying those who are on the margins with the history of South Africa, the time of oppression of blacks through apartheid and of colored persons, and continuing to move through that oppression, and you're standing with the people who really, really need it the most. Your example continues to shine in these days as well, so thanks for that example. Thanks also for your example to your witness to strengthening community. I know that many of you live at distance from one another and in very small communities of only one or two, and yet I see your own desire to reach out to each other through your monthly district meetings, through getting together with each other spontaneously in between those times, and to keeping in touch with each other through all of your ministry. I've also seen your attention to one another in times of grief, as several of you lost family members or friends during that time, and the way you reach out to and care for one another. My prayer for you is that you continue that great legacy of witness to the poor, and also your excellent witness to education with the folks in St. Joseph Theological Institute. And also that you continue to strengthen your own community as our congregation restructures how we live community, in district community as well as house community. Please be assured that my memories come with me. I wish I could have spent more time and gotten to know a few more of you, especially in the ministry sites where you serve. And let's keep each other in prayer as we continue to grow in ministry and community with our restructuring in the missionary oblates around the world. Thank you.
Hi friends, happy Easter to you all. Having completed my visitation in Zambia, I flew to Senegal to participate at the joint session of the region of Africa-Madagascar that was to be held from 13th of March to 23rd of March 2024 this year. The presence with different languages, traditions, cultures, and ethnicities was very enriching oblate experience. The focus was on synodality and communion, which are the vital current move of the church and the congregation. Have a good day and happy Easter to you all.
During the month of March, I visited the oblate missions in Kenya and in Nigeria, and several things remain with me from these visits. First of all, it's the way in which the oblates minister, especially among the poor, helping to build the Christian community there. In Nigeria particularly, I was struck by the sense of insecurity in many places where the oblates minister, and how the oblates have committed not to abandon the people there. This is a witness of bringing the good news to these people. After these two visits, we met with the superiors from the Africa-Madagascar region in Dakar, Senegal. And there, what struck me really in listening and in sharing with the superiors is the vitality of the oblate congregation on the African continent. It's very youthful. We are continuing to receive vocations. And now the challenge is to prepare these men for the different calls which they will receive in serving the congregation beyond the African region. And so I'm very hopeful that as we go into the future, Africa will take on more responsibility in the congregation and in the church.
I am Noel Garcia, and I had the privilege to visit the mission of Botswana and join the session in Senegal. First of all, I would like to thank the Oblates and the lay associates in the mission of Botswana for their warm welcome and generosity, and I'm very much inspired by their dedication and passion to the mission. I am also fully amazed by the active participation of our lay associates in the life and mission of the Oblates. For that, I am very grateful to them, and you are always in my prayer.
Very good. I was fortunate to visit the delegation of Senegal and Guinea-Bissau. I met various oblates there, visited different communities, and was also happy to see their missionary activities in both Senegal and Guinea-Bissau. I was really touched by their hospitality and by their generosity, especially with their superior Father Louis, who took me around to visit the oblates and also to introduce me to the oblates. What is surprising, I think, in Senegal and Guinea-Bissau is the fact that the oblate charism is really alive there. They have vibrant groups of lay associates as well as young people, and they are doing quite a lot of things in both Senegal and Guinea-Bissau. I was there for a month, and also one thing that struck me was the religious tolerance. You know, you find a Muslim and a Christian living together without any problem. And I think this, from the perspective of missionary presence in Senegal, this is one thing we learn about religious dialogue and religious tolerance as well. Coming to the joint session, I think it was good for me to meet superiors, to talk to them, to hear their stories. So it was really a fraternal gathering of oblates. What came out strongly there was the appreciation of the vocations to oblate life, the appreciation of community life, but also the need to look a bit at formation and to see how best different units can collaborate in terms of exchanging personnel, exchanging students across the borders, and so forth. For me, the joint session was really a good opportunity to be together as brothers, but also to animate the congregation.